everybody, welcome back to our channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Mel. This is my husband, Adine, and together we are known as Hustlin' Hooks here also over on Instagram. We are full-time resellers out of Michigan. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching this video. This one's a little different because instead of talking about what we're selling, we're gonna be kind of going over how we dealt with being restricted on selling.
Yeah, this is by far the worst news we've received so far on eBay. We've been selling for just a little bit under 2 years. We've had a 3-day restriction before, and then we got hit with a 7-day restriction, which is kind of a bummer. So let's kind of talk about why, and then we'll document what we're doing about it. And hopefully you can watch this video and learn from our mistakes. But before we get into that, we have a giveaway. So our friend Jeremiah sent us a pair of shoes that we're going to give away.
Yes, also known as the ATL Flipper. He has a YouTube channel as well as an Instagram under that handle. So go check him out. He's a really cool dude.
What you need to do to enter is simply just leave a comment below. It can be maybe your favorite color, and it doesn't really matter what color you pick. We're gonna do a automatic generator and pick a winner. You also have to go over to his channel, the ATL Flipper, which is linked below. Subscribe to his channel, give him some love, tell him that Hustlin' Hooks sent you, and you can win this pair. I honestly don't even know what he sent us, so let's let's open the box. So Jeremiah, if you're watching this video, sorry for the delay. So let's see what's inside and what you guys can win, either to wear or to flip.
Oh, these are nice.
Oh, nice.
These are awesome.
What are they?
They're Nike Airs. Oh my gosh, I really love that color. Metallic. These are, I think, these have got to be new. These are new. US 12s. Men's 12s.
Yeah, so let's get a little close-up. So it looks like a pair of, you want to do a little rotating, a slow rotation. That's a really great rotation. Awesome. So yeah, enter to win those shoes. I have no idea what they're worth, but you can win them. Shipping will be on us. And yeah, good luck to everyone. So back to the bad news. So we got a message from eBay, and the message basically stated that we are restricted for 7 days. And honestly, it didn't really give a lot of detail. It did list the item that we got suspended for, so I'll pop that up either over my face or Melinda's face temporarily. And you can see also the information that we received. I'll pop that up as well. So what I did is basically I called them the next day, the next business day, and asked for clarification, and I didn't really get a good answer. In fact, I had to ask 3 times over and over again what this actually means for our account, and the same answer was given to me, which was, well, this is because of a safety protocol. It's like, well, I understand that, but I need to know what's actually happening to my account. In the end, the person who I was talking to basically said that it's restricted and that our listings are still visible, but we cannot list for 7 days, which is really a bummer because, you know, you really need to keep up with your listings, you know, to sell items.
Right, you have to stay pretty consistent with refreshing your store. So when that gets stopped, you don't see as many sales. And we have been making sales on that account still, but it has been at a drastically lower amount. And we're not really sure if you can actually see our listings or not. I mean, people are buying stuff, but some people have said they can't see our listings.
Right.
So it's very confusing. Maybe if you're searching for a specific thing, you can find it. I'm not really sure how it's working right now, but we did try to list and we can't do that.
Yeah, so this happened 3 days ago, and yeah, sales have been drastically lower, but still, you know, whatever, it's fine. It sucks because it's our primary, you know, source of income. So it's basically like we both got suspended from work without pay for a week, and I thought the suspension was a little bit harsh for like our action. So let's talk a little bit about that. About a month ago, while on vacation, we had a 3-day restriction because of a cuisine art blade that was recalled. So we learned, and like, that's fine, whatever, it is what it is. We took everything down, but we didn't take down one listing, which was another set of blades. Now you can go and check which blades have been recalled and which haven't, but these ones we didn't think were, because there's a certain type that is, and you can go do the research on that yourselves. So the lesson is, make sure that once you get your hand slapped, that you are thorough and make sure that anything like that item is removed from your store, so you don't have to, go through the trouble we're going through right now. Luckily for us, we're pretty good about budgeting, and we have other revenue streams, so we're not going to be starving, although it's very unpleasant when we're going to lose probably between $2 and $4 grand in revenue, roughly. That's a pretty big financial hit for any business, especially that's roughly like probably a quarter of our revenue for the month, maybe a little bit less. So
yeah, I mean it's a week, so it's 25%. But let's talk about what we have been doing instead. So we are fortunate in the fact that we had set up another eBay account some time ago, maybe a year ago now.
Yeah.
So it had built up some history. It wasn't big, it was just a couple hundred, but we've been able to list and sell on there, and we have seen some sales pick up on there as well. So that's good. We also started cross-listing more heavily some time ago. Besides Facebook Marketplace and Poshmark, we actually started cross-listing in June on Mercari, and we did that simultaneously when we started liquidation, because with that many items, we just want as many eyes and we want to move it as quick as possible. So that has also been doing fine. We'll probably do maybe another video on how that's been going in and of itself, but we have had sales coming in across all platforms, so that's a good thing. We are lucky that we are a 2-person team, which is why we can each have separate eBay accounts. There's one under my name and then one under Dean's name. So that was lucky for us. If you're one person, you may look into if you're able to open another eBay account just to get that building and going. And of course, as Dean mentioned, we believe in diversifying your income. So we do have other sources of income coming in at all times.
Yeah, and as far as having 2 accounts under one name, I think it might be restricted to Social Security number, so you have to do your research on that. We're just not sure. Like Mona mentioned, she has one under hers, one under mine, 2 different socials, so we don't have any issues with it. That's kind of the gist of it. If you guys can do us a favor, click the links below to our main eBay store and see if you can actually see our listings. That would actually help us out, because we don't know, like we said, if our listings are visible or not. As far as learning from this, just be careful. Like I said, if you have an item that eBay has taken down, do a little bit more research, YouTube it, Google it, ask eBay, do something, and make sure that you're not repeating the same mistake that we repeated. As far as like the harshness of the penalty, I explained to the customer service representative that, look, this is our family business, this is how we make our primary income, and I asked for a reduction in the restriction, and she said she'll see what she can do, and we haven't received anything. Any information or status update, so I'm assuming nothing will come of that. So we have 4 more days until our restriction ends, and then we'll just kind of have to breathe life back into that eBay store, because it's going to be kind of a rebuild, because that momentum is going to be gone. That's right.
So we're going to have to do some pretty heavy listing days just to kind of get it going, but on the brighter side, our other store is getting busier, because it was just a couple sales here and there, so that's picking up. So that's a silver lining. I mean, what can you do, right? Like, you have to move forward. We're not just going to stop our business and just mope around. It is what it is. It happened, and we're working around it, and we're fine. And also, we've mentioned before, we've built up our business account, which is separate from our personal account, to a healthy amount where this isn't the end of the world for us. It is a learning experience. We definitely don't want it to keep happening or happen again. But it's, it is what it is, and we're still listing, we're still processing, we're still doing everything we would normally do during our day, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's fine.
Yeah, the first, like when I got the message in the morning, like the first thing, like I kind of just had it just felt like something dropped in my stomach. It just wasn't a good feeling, because it's like I mentioned, it's almost like you're getting suspended from work. So I kind of veered off of this, but let's talk about like the harshness of the penalty, right? So the one that we got a 3-day suspension for, we didn't sell to anyone, so no one was hurt, right? The other one also, we didn't sell to anyone, so no one was hurt, right? So we understand there's a safety recall, for this product. But a safety recall doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's going to die if they have this blade. It just means that there was something going on in the manufacturing process where they made it slightly unsafe, so maybe it becomes loose or there's a little bit of metal shavings that come out. I don't know what the reason was, but for eBay, and we still love you, eBay, you're still our friend, but for eBay to suspend your primary income stream for 7 days without pay seems a bit harsh for, yes, we did something wrong and it's all on us, but that seems a bit harsh, right? Like why 7 days? And eBay isn't making any money off of that either. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. First of all, yes, it sucks. At the end of the day, yes, we don't want to sell things to people for people to get hurt potentially. And then the last part of it is like, well, 7 days seems like a lot for something that seems kind of minor. That's where I personally, I'm just not sure how to feel about it, but again, this is a business and my feelings don't really matter at the end of the day. So I don't know, you tell us below in the comments if you want to, if you've been suspended before, if you think that 7 days is a bit harsh, to cut off an income stream. I don't know, it's something.
So moving on from it, let's talk about the future and what our plans are for that. So we mentioned diversification, and I think that's just something we're going to continue to do, and we're going to continue to build up those other avenues,
right.
Just because maybe this is something, this particular infraction is something maybe, yeah, I can see that, but other people have gotten suspended for something brand new, and it's
right.
hard to keep up with eBay and keep up with their Veros and keep up with everything all the time. So that is one frustrating thing about that platform, is keeping up with their restrictions and staying ahead of them. Definitely, we are going to continue selling on eBay. It's still going to be our primary source for a while, but we hope that our other streams will get to the point where if this ever does happen, it's not going to be like Adine mentioned, a couple grand that we lose in a month.
Yeah, and the other thing too, going off of what she just said about eBay and it's kind of difficult to keep up with it. Like, they have a huge Vero list, like a restriction list, but you can still list all of that stuff, right? And so it's like, okay. And then they have this list of like, well, you can't list these items because they've been recalled. And you're like, well, I mean, when I used to work in the food industry, I kept up with food recalls because that was my job, but I don't keep up with recalls for
every single category that you may sell on.
Every single category ever made, rims, wheels, airbags, pots and pans, blades. Right. I mean, that's impossible.
Or the Vero list is always changing because new companies are applying for that as well. So we're not saying don't research it. You definitely should, but are we gonna research it every single time we list something?
No.
No,
it doesn't make any sense.
It's something you should review periodically, definitely, because that's your job. And that's our job, and I think we've owned up, like, yeah, that's totally on us.
Right. Well, there was another one recently, too. It was a TI-84 graphing calculator that I sold. And it sold, and the transaction went through, and we kept the money. And then I went to look at it, and it said, item has been removed from your store.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a graphing calculator. I've sold like 50 of these. Yeah. What's the deal? So, I mean, can eBay do something a little bit different here, right? I'm not here to complain, but like, just don't make it... don't let us list it, right? If it's on this
that's what I was gonna say.
Crazy list, don't let us list the damn thing, and then we don't have to worry about it.
And eBay's a big corporation. It's not like they don't have like the tech capacity to be able to do this.
Right.
They can update it and say, hey, even if it goes on to let you list, they should be able to pop up a warning. I mean, sometimes when I list like heavy things on Posh, they pop up a warning and they're like,
right.
This might not fit our shipping,
right.
Because based on XYZ or the category it's listed in, double check, is this going to be shippable under our guidelines? eBay doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? So why not? Okay, I go to sell this item. Let's say it's the a pair of these beautiful Nike shoes. Don't forget to register to win these.
Yeah, these are sweet.
They're really nice. If they're a size 15s, I can't rock them. My dad bod wouldn't fit them. But why not just... Right, this is the silliness. Okay, I go to list now and it just says you can't list this. That doesn't seem too difficult. I'm not an engineer, right? I don't know how to do all that fancy coding stuff, but like Mona mentioned, it's a giant corporation. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I just wanted to share that with you. Just wanted to kind of give you some tips of how to diversify your income. So make sure that you're thinking about different revenue streams. See if you can open up a secondary eBay account and just, you know, list 5 to 10 things and just kind of keep that thing moving just in case.
Yeah, and maybe if you have a partner, if they don't sell online, maybe they could still set up an account, you know, depending on how comfortable or long-term your relationship is.
Yeah.
You know, if you're locked in with marriage and a kid, they might let you open an eBay store under their name and social, but...
Don't do it with your girlfriend that you've been dating for 2 weeks. Don't do that.
I mean, to each their own, but that's an option. Yeah, and just feed it a little bit here and there because we have enough reviews, I think, where we're still getting traction as we're listing new items.
Yeah, for sure.
That was lucky.
All right, so what do you need to win these amazing Air Maxes? Brand new.
Like a rose gold color, if that's not.
I mean, you can resell them.
Cool.
They're amazing. Look at them. So brand new, no tags. We'll ship them in this box that they came in. What are you doing? Where are you going? So go check out Atlanta Flipper. I'll link below. Give him some love. Watch his latest video. Tell him that Hustle and Hooks sent you. And then tell us your favorite color. And we'll do a random generator in the next-ish videos or so. I don't know, soon. We'll let you know if you won. Yeah. Until then.
Yeah, until then, you guys, take care.
Don't get suspended. Talk to you later. Thank you.